What's good, Elite Live Streams? We back with another one. Hey, I don't know, maybe on the last last live my mic wasn't doing too well, or I just had the audio kind of detached. But yeah, we back, man. Audio's back together, and just understand we're learning and we're growing every day with this thing. So it's gonna be some little struggles from time to time. But I wanted to do this video about the Colorado boys who just made it to the NFL. You know, as you guys know, I'm a big Coach Prime fan. Sanders boys, salute to y'all. Grew up playing football, grew up, you know, kind of in that world. So I just loved watching their journey, and of course, Coach Prime's coaching journey from, you know, beginning all the way down from Pee Wee football all the way up to the college ranks, through the HBCU ranks to then the top 5, you know, Power 5s of the world, you know, doing so well. And a lot of these kids I got really attached to because they were a part of his journey, you know what I'm saying? And of course, with Deion Jr. and also with, you know, Well Off Media, we were able to follow a lot of these players and kind of just seeing how they grow and kind of the, you know, the way that they were able to grow to prominence, you know, Travis Hunters and the Shadors and the Shilohs and, you know, the Jimmy Horns, you know, these guys who became, you know, household names because of playing under Coach Prime and being able to, you know, get that spotlight put on them, you know. And so I just wanted to do kind of an update video, just going over all the guys who got drafted, those who didn't get drafted, kind of where they're at, what they're up to. And so I wanted to start with our boy mate, our boy mate, Martin Vette. He is the punter last season for Coach Prime, and I thought he did an amazing job for at least the 2 seasons that he was with Coach Prime. And he had a great couple seasons. And so right now, as you can see, Mark just got drafted to the CFL, which is a great way to get yourself into the league. And of course, I think he's done just a great job. And so he'll be playing for the Calgary Stampeders. Really excited for him. So yeah, I wanted to let's go peep his Instagram, right? Let's go see what Mark has going on, if he's got any posts or if he's posted anything lately about kind of his journey, because I know OTAs and stuff has started for you know, a lot of the boys who are in the NFL, but I'm curious to see maybe what happens with him, like if he's got, you know, kind of things to do, or if he's like, you know, on his way to his dreams, right? And so looking at his Instagram, it doesn't really show too much. Doesn't really have too many posts up right now. It's about the same. It doesn't really look like there's too many updates, but salute to mate, you know, congratulations, brother. You went ahead and made your dreams come true, and you're a professional athlete now. So salute to him, man. A great punter, and I think the Stampeders are going to get a dog, because he was really good. And I think on special teams he made a huge impact, and we love huge impact guys, you know what I'm saying? Coach Prime, he's not big on the BS, right? He just really enjoys giving back to these kids and helping them out, right? So the next guy I would say would be Shadozi and Whoa, the Block Bully. Block Bully, I think he's currently undrafted, if I'm not mistaken. I haven't heard too much lately on him, but let's look it up. Let's do some research and see if maybe, you know, something has happened since then, right? But I know that initially he went undrafted, and he's been undrafted since then. I know that Warren Sapp was really making a hard push to get him picked up somewhere, just because he does believe in his talent and kind of what he could do on the next level. But yeah, it definitely doesn't look like anything has come up yet. Just kind of looking at his story. Let's see if we got any inklings on anything going on, you know, like maybe there is some, you know, updates, or maybe, you know, he's got something going on. I don't see too much, which is all right. It's nothing wrong with that. It's just I don't really see too many updates right now. But salute to the Block Bully. There's still a lot of time to get picked up, even if maybe he has to go the CFL route, or maybe he's gonna have to figure out some other options. But it's nothing wrong with that. It's nothing wrong with putting yourself out there and trying. And I think Shadozi had a great season with Coach Prime, and I think they did really well. But you just never know with these people, people in the NFL. It's very, very, very hard to get in, right? So the next guy let's talk about is our buddy, Mr. Justin Mayers. Justin Mayers was one of my favorite guys on the team. He was a transfer. He came in on that second season with Coach Prime. But I really liked his attitude. I loved his game. He seemed like he was a hard player, and he always seemed like he was in a good mood. He never seemed like he was ever down on himself. Of course, I think he got moved around a lot in the rotations. But I think for the most part, he was pretty, formidable. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he got picked up by the Denver Broncos on a free agent contract. And I think that's amazing, because I'm a Broncos fan. And so having a guy like him, high character guy, who's doing well and looks the part, right? He's big. He's athletic, right? And he can do what I think Old Knicks needs, which is, someone to help out. And let's pull it up so you guys can see this guy in that orange and blue. You feel me? Because, this is guys chasing his dreams, man. Look at this. This is amazing, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's rocking that 67, which is nice. I think he usually wears 66, so pretty close to his original number. And he definitely looks bigger, you know what I'm saying? Definitely looks like he's getting to that NFL body, right? And I mean, to add in, there's our buddy, who I was just going to talk about next. But we got Shane Coates. Shane Coates as well got invited to the Denver Broncos camp as an undrafted free agent. So salute to him, man. He's chasing his dreams right alongside one of his old former teammates. And they didn't have to go too far. They went from Boulder right up to basically Denver. And, it's an easy transition for them. They don't got to move too much. And they can just go ahead and enjoy themselves, right? That's a great, duo to be together. And I think they can only grow. I hope these guys make the team because, like I said, I think they're both really formidable, big bodies who can, really get in there and make something happen. So, salute to them, because we love a hometown story, right? Going from Boulder straight to Denver, that's amazing. So, salute to them boys, right? Now, let's look at our boy, Mr. Bentley, Mr. Levante Bentley, right? Mr. Levante Bentley. He was our middle linebacker this season, and he was a dog, right? Him with the Keo, they just really, really did a great job. And I really was impressed with the law firm, I guess is what they were calling themselves. And they did a really good job right there in the middle, where I think, in my opinion, we really needed these guys to stuff that middle area, because there was definitely some real things going on, and so they did exactly what they were supposed to. If I'm not mistaken, Levante Bentley, he got picked up by the Cincinnati Bengals on a undrafted free agent deal. Doesn't look like there's any updates to his Instagram, so maybe he's just like kind of locked in on his goals. But I definitely see that on the timeline where he got picked up, and so salute to Levante. I hope he goes out there and balls out. It's a great opportunity for him in a really, really good city that I think appreciates great linebacking, and I think he's gonna bring it for sure over there. And so now we're starting to get to the top of the top, guys, right? So I wanted to talk about Mr. Will Shepherd. Will Shepherd, he's uh, one of the top receivers out of last season, right? A really, really big body. Um, had some trouble with a few catches, right? You know, some big drops and big moments, but other than that, he was very formidable, you know, go-to guy, solid number 2 receiver, right? So from my understanding, apparently he went to camp with the Buccaneers, but he did not pass his physical. So I think that ruined his eligibility to sign with the Buccaneers. But I think he still has an opportunity to do something here with kind of his own destiny. I think he still has a lot of opportunities out there for him. So I'm hoping that, you know, those things turn around for your boy and he figures out kind of those health issues, because, you know, apparently it was something that could be solved. And I'm hoping, at least from what the reports say, that Coach Prime had some updates saying that basically something could change in the next couple of months. So let's see what happens with him in the next couple of months, because I think, you know, the season is still young and a lot can happen. So we're pulling for Will. You know, we hope that Will gets an opportunity, because I think that Will definitely has the prototype for a big-bodied receiver that you would want to see in the NFL, right? 6'4", long, lanky guy, great vertical. You know, so those are the guys you want to look for as like a possession receiver. And I thought he would have been great, you know, coming behind, you know, the guys over at the Buccaneers, you know, and being with Shiloh, that would have been just a perfect situation. You know, unfortunately, it didn't work out that way. But I hope Will Shepherd kind of gets that figured out, and something, you know, kind of comes of that, because I know for a fact that he can ball, and I know that he's got everything that it takes to make those things happen. But it's just, you know, a matter of getting maybe his health right and figuring out exactly what happened, you know, because I'm not too sure what happened, but it definitely seems like maybe it's something fixable, and I hope that he can fix it, because he's definitely one of those people who, in my opinion, is going to be, you know, a good prospect for the NFL moving forward, right? So next we have our brother, Mr. Shiloh Sanders. And like I said, Shiloh is my guy. Shiloh is one of my favorite ones of the Sanders boys. You know, I really have a lot of love and admiration for Shiloh. He's just very authentic and a real human being, and you gotta love that about the kid. He does not back down. He is very, very aggressive, and he enjoys himself. He loves this shit, right? And so, you know, I just wanted to show you kind of just some fun Shiloh content that we love about Shiloh, right? It's just his energy and what he brings to the table, and just, you know, him just being an all-around good guy, right? So this is when he got drafted initially. So take a look.
Oh, are they ready for it?
They're ready.
All right. Tony, what's good? Oh, yes, sir. This is it. In the NFL now. Got an NFL locker. This is more clothes than I've gotten from any team that I play on.
All right, you just see how happy he is. He's so happy to be there. He's gonna run through a wall for these guys, right? Just signed his rookie deal, $2.9 million deal. I'm so proud of Shiloh. I think he's gonna do great. I think that's a great situation for him. I really think he's gonna really, really excel here. And so let's see. Look at this.
All right, call it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Look at this guy. Mascot. Shiloh is the man, dude. We love Shiloh. We love everything that he represents. But there's also, you know, something to be said as well for the work that Shiloh's put in, because Shiloh contrary to popular belief, has improved tremendously since last season, and he's hurting his arm and breaking his arm and coming back from that. All right, the kid can play. He's doing what he needs to do out there. He's not messing around. He's taking it really serious. And I love that about Shiloh, because we all know that Shiloh doesn't mess around when it comes to the game of football. And he's also super locked in always when it comes to the game of football. So salute to Shiloh, man. He's back. He's in there, and he's gonna make a great opportunity. Right. So next, my brother, the shark, RonSilmonCraig, just a really great safety out of Colorado, a beast in my opinion. Probably the heart and soul of that team last year. Just an animal on defense, a heat-seeking missile. Okay, this kid gets all over the field. He's moving around. He's calling out plays. He's making sure everyone's lined up correctly. Not only that, he's working his butt off. He's out here doing the dang thing, right? So he gets drafted with Travis Hunter over to the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is just an amazing situation for both of them, right? And I think this is going to be a more perfect situation, right? In my opinion, right? Look at this guy rocking the 32, which I think is so cool because it reminds me of kind of that honey badger energy, right? And he gives that honey badger energy where he's going to come forward, he's going to hit you, he's going to tackle you, he's going to make sure to make plays, he's going to try to get that fumble. He is a dog 100%, and I think that the Jackson Jaguars got him for a steal because he is going to be one of those heart and soul guys in the locker room. He's going to be a special teams guy until he gets to that rotation in the defensive room, and then he's going to fly when he gets in there. And then as you get him in the rotation, he's going to be making tackles. He's going to be making plays. He's a playmaker. Yes, he may not be fastest, the biggest on, the roster, right? But he's going to give you real reps. He's going to give you everything that he possesses inside of him to make that play. And so we love RonSilmonCraig. So salute to him and congratulations on his journey, right? So next guy, who kind of went to the same team, is our buddy Mr. BJ Green, right? BJ Green, he made it to as well the Jacksonville Jaguars, and so there's no real updates on him, but I think there are a few photos of him as he was kind of in his jersey, and I love the fact that they got a lot of them boys over there at at Jacksonville with Travis and with RonSilmonCraig. It's really, really dope because these guys already play together. They already have just great energy amongst each other. And I'm really excited to see where they take it because these guys already have what it takes, and I'm really excited to see kind of where they go and kind of how far they take it because we already know where and how far they're willing to go to get this. But man, this is amazing because now you have an opportunity on the next level, right? You have an opportunity on the next level to be exactly where you always thought you could be. And I think BJ Green fits that mold of kind of the new generation of kind of those pass rushers, slick, curvy, athletic, can move, spin move the heck out of you, all that type of stuff. So I think we got a little video here of my boy, right? Real quick, let me get this up for you guys real quick because you got to see my boy. He's rocking the 95, which is amazing. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a good number. It looks good on him. You know what I'm saying? I like that 95. I like how it looks on him, right? And he's looking bigger from last season for sure. You can definitely see a change, and I want him to stay not too big because he's gonna need that athleticism to move around those big guys, right? So let's.
You gotta be strategic, bro. I'm taking a starting 5-0 line for my protection, and I'm just picking straight demons. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Randy Orton, Shaq, Prime John Cena. I'm gonna sit in the back. I'm gonna develop a game plan. I'm just gonna watch them go out there and execute.
Listen, Hunter, Gorilla, One Man, all this crap is hilarious. But BJ Green is the man. Shout out to BJ Green. Hope he does well over there with Travis, with RonSilmonCraig. You know what I'm saying? They got a cool little squad over there, and you already know Travis what he gonna do. You already know what Travis gonna do. So we just gonna show you what Travis been doing, because Travis Hunter was drafted as well to the Jacksonville Jaguars, and he's been absolutely doing his thing. I mean, of course, like there's so much going on, right, as far as like him and what he's capable of, right? But I think now that he's getting an opportunity on the next level, and he's been able to kind of maximize those opportunities, now we're starting to see, oh my goodness, Travis Hunter, he's so good. But it's like, yo, we've been telling y'all since he came to Jackson State that Travis Hunter was a beast. Y'all didn't want to miss it. So now he about to show y'all on the next level. You feel me? Next level type stuff, And I think it's almost unreal just to see kind of.
Let's talk about some things that have happened around the NFL. Travis Hunter has his first massive NFL highlight. Comes from OTAs. He's playing DB, and I'll tell you what, I believe they say it's called in a guy's pocket.
Mm-hmm.
D-Bucks, did you see this video, and what are your thoughts?
Oh, yeah, I asked a little bit rap sheet yesterday, hey, any updates from Travis Hunter? And I've had boots on the ground down there. He's just been phenomenal. Obviously, he's playing both sides of the ball, but this right here, a lot of people bitching, it wasn't a catch, it wasn't this. The fact that it's even a conversation with that play, going up, high pointing it, leaning, locate, and then finishing and making a play on the ball.
This is high level stuff right here, right? This is high level. This doesn't get any higher than this, right? And Travis Hunter is that guy. He is a once in a generational talent. Do not deny that. He's that good, and it's amazing to see where he's going, right? Because he's gonna be one of them ones for sure. And we are so proud of him. And this is what they do, man. This is what they do. They go out and they ball. You know what I'm saying? It was crazy that anybody would ever think that wouldn't be the case, right? But they go out there and they ball, bro. And that's what you should be seeing out of these guys, because I always knew that they were ready, But now they get to go out there, they get the ball, they get to play the game the way they like to play it. And we're going to continue to see this, And so, yeah, this has been great kind of like commentary, but we're not going to finish this off without our boy Shedeur, man. Shedeur gets drafted to the Cleveland Browns, and he is absolutely shredding these OTAs. Everyone's talking about him. He is the talk of the town. He is the talk of Cleveland. He is the talk of the NFL. Every single highlight is about Shedeur, and he deserves it because he is the face of this whole situation and scenarios, and we cannot be more proud of him. And so, there's nothing really else to be said other than that. We're going to keep up on this as we go. I want to just leave you guys with some, kind of, fun Shedeur highlights, man. That's what he does. He's just so much at the time. See it? All right. It's all day. Say nothing. It's just Shedeur doing what Shedeur does. But y'all gotta realize, man, that Shedeur is gonna be a generational talent. I'm saying it right here, right now. once you guys, kind of get over it and realize that Shador is going to be the one, I get it. The hate is always going to be there, but we need the haters, man, because the haters are going to watch. And long as he's getting the views, long as he's, doing what he got to do, it don't matter what they say. You know what I'm saying? Because haters ain't on the field, my boy. And so I love to see this. I love hearing about Shador doing great. I love it, man. This is amazing. And so I just wanted to talk about this real quick. Just give an update. And like I said, doing a lot of stuff to timestamp it so that later on we can come back and be able to talk about these things. So yeah, salute, man. Elite live streams. It's me, Brandon B. And I'm out. Peace.